What's going on, guys? Welcome back to JR Aviation and welcome to a video I've been looking forward to filming for over a year now. That's right, you can see it in the title and thumbnail. Today we fly the Malibu for the first time, or to be more exact, the second time. It did go up for its first maiden voyage, just a quick 1-hour flight with just one pilot, but now for the second flight I can join as a passenger and we are going back to Arizona. So I have Owen here with me today. He's actually going to drop me off in LA because I have to pick up a car that I bought. But I'll catch this whole first hour-and-a-half leg on video. We'll get our first impressions, my first time ever flying in a Malibu. This is going to be awesome. Hopefully everything goes off without a hitch. The first 1-hour flight went smooth as butter, so I think we're good, but we'll be on high alert just to make sure everything is performing as it should. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's hop in, start this thing up, and hit the skies to LA. Clear. All right, fire in the hole. Wow. Fires right up. All right, Owen, you ready to do this thing?
Let's go to Phoenix, baby.
It flew well the last time you flew it.
Yes, sir. I
so
have hopes.
Hopefully it is just like last time, if not even better, because we have the new prop on there. So I'm excited to see how that performs. We got our new second radio, which didn't work before, so it should be a really nice flight. Oh yeah, I forgot my big legs in a tiny cabin. Okay, be careful of that. Here's the drop. Okay, good run up.
All right, you ready?
Let's do this.
Ground 0 Tango Pop running. 830 Tango Papa is running complete.
Alpha 0 Tango Papa running through and right. Taxi via Zulu 1 Yankee 1.
Zulu 1 Yankee 1 through and right. 0 Tango Papa.
Zero Tango Papa cross running through and right. Hold short running through and left.
Cross through and right. Hold short through and left. 0 Tango Papa. 9.8 through and left. 0 Tango Papa. Yeah, last time we did this, we were in a citation. Just having that thing up here.
I think the citation beats this, but for pistons, this is as good as it gets. All right, guys, line up and wait. We're seconds away.
Zero Tango Papa up when Cessna's in left traffic. Make left downwind departure running through and left. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff through and left. Left downwind. 0 Tango Papa. Alright, speed's alive, power set.
Looks good. 3 on right, taxi via Yankee.
Alright, there's 30 and 25.
Okay, feels good.
Does feel good.
Smooth as butter. Dang.
1 down, 2 to go.
All right, time to get a bunch of gas, guys. Boom. It should take about 100 gallons, according to my math. We're gonna fill up the mains, no need to do the tips. We are not going 1,800 miles. This should be plenty. We do have to run break-in settings, so we are burning a lot of gas. Rich of peak, 75% power, so I'm adding a little extra just to account for that. Please ignore how filthy this plane is. I know, this is horrible, but it's just dirt. It'll be clean by the time it gets to Arizona. We have our buddies out there who will make this thing sparkle like new. It's been sitting out for the past month because I've been trying to arrange a time with Owen to get it down to Arizona, but he's just been so busy with Gulfstream trips that, yeah, unfortunately the plane's just been sitting. All right, just like that. Almost $600 put in the plane, 91.7 gallons. This thing can definitely drink it. Owen's got his food. How do you rank this food out of the airport cafes?
Pretty good. Sea Breeze is over here right next to Hollister Airport. I don't think too many people know about it, but it's good stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, loading back in, off to John Wayne. All right, hot start test. Come on, baby. All right, guys, takeoff number 2. There are the turbos.
Hollister, traffic, Cal Fire 651 been canceled from the fire approximately 7 miles to the north. Inbound for crosswind entry to left downwind 31 Hollister.
3762, 0 Tango Pop.
East of the Hollister Airport, Celine South Louis 3001. Take in your present altitude.
Checks climbing out at 3000, 0 Tango Papa.
Thank you.
LA Center, Malibu 830 Tango Papa, 13,500.
830 Tango Papa, LA Center, Bakersfield, altimeter 2993.
930 Tango Papa.
Nice.
Okay, Owen, we made it up to 13,500 feet. Took a little while because it is very warm outside, so we had to keep the nose low, but...
Yeah, also got over 100 gallons of gas, so we're definitely a little heavy today, but...
How's it fly?
She flies super smooth, super stable. I'm barely putting any input in. Once it's trimmed out, it'll fly straight and level all day, and it's...
Literally fly with your pinkies. So as a lot of viewers know, you have a lot of Bonanza time, like at least 1,000 hours, right?
Oh yeah, probably more. That's what I grew up learning to fly, so...
How does this compare to the Bonanza? Because a lot of people are probably wondering, like, 836 or this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they each have their purposes, advantages, and disadvantages. One of the big differences is the pressurization. We're up here at 13.5, breathing in 1,000 foot elevation air. Definitely helpful, especially later today when I'm going to continue on Arizona. If there's some scattered clouds and I want to climb above the bumps, I can go up to 18,000 without any issue. In our Bonanza, that might be a little trickier. In terms of the way they fly, this is definitely a little heavier. The Bonanza's a little more nimble, but both super stable and very capable. This is another great short field airplane. I mean, we were coming in and out of Rehoboth with no problem, so they're neck and neck.
Okay, so handling, a little heavier on the controls.
A little heavier.
The bigger plane, you can feel it. The wings are obviously a lot longer, which makes fitting it into a T-hanger tricky. That's one of the downsides of a Malibu. I've talked about this before in the reveal video, so you can check that out. I think the pressurization alone, I'd take this over Bonanza, sorry.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a game changer.
We have the Bonanza when we want to do cool, fun little flight, but this cruising long distances, it can't be beat. The range on this thing is exceptional. I wasn't kidding when I said 1,800 miles on full tanks can be done, which is just absolutely insane. Normally, we would go lean of peak. That's what this plane is tuned for. You're supposed to go 50 degrees lean of peak TIT, but during break-in, we're rich of peak, so we're burning 23 gallons right now on the dot instead of about 15. So it does make a huge difference with these settings, but this is just for the break-in. In a few flights, we'll be back to lean of peak with the crazy, crazy economy and really good performance numbers still. We're going 184 knots over the ground right now, which is very impressive. So these are some seriously fast numbers out of this plane. And we're not even that high. Oh my gosh, if we went up to the full 25,000, we would not only catch a very big tailwind, we would be going even faster because the air is thinner up there. So extremely impressive numbers. I don't need to repeat that again. I think I mentioned that before and you all fully understand. If you know Malibus, you know how impressive these things are. Only a couple gotchas and downsides to them. You got to be careful on the nose gear because the whole frame assembly up there is a little weak. They're known to crack, but this engine mount we replaced with a new one, so we are good to go in that department. And you got to be careful going through thunderstorms and rough air. Don't go flying into them at 200 knots. That's when bad things happen. Just slow down, chill out, or avoid it altogether. So other than that, not many downsides. Oh, the other one is cabin is not the biggest up here when you're tall. So my legs are really almost jammed up all the way up here. So I'm careful when Owen has to turn or do the flaps that I don't hit anything. But yeah, at 6'6", this is not the best place to be, but that's well known. It's not like I just discovered that. I knew that going into it. That's why I will spend most of my time back there. It's like the perfect four-person plane. If I'm just in the back with my legs kicked up on the seat, this thing is 10 out of 10 comfort. So we'll be pushing it in future videos with more people and more long distances. So stay tuned for all that. But for the first
real flight with it, it is doing exceptionally well. Still no issues, no problems at all.
Nothing. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, after all that work, we'd certainly hope for this, but sometimes one or two little squawks pop up, but in this case, nothing. So that is great news. We will catch you guys a little later as we approach LA, and we'll get some cinematic clips, and see you on the ground at John Wayne.
This message is sponsored by Raycon. Real quick guys, give me a minute to thank the sponsor of today's video, Raycon. 5 years ago now, we got our first set of Raycon earbuds and they still work great. But guess what? I just got their latest and greatest set, the Everyday Earbud Classics, which now finally feature active noise canceling. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think active noise cancellation is one of the coolest features you can pack into your little earbuds. For me, it's essential. I am always flying on planes, and if you didn't know already, that's when I get the majority of my editing done. The only problem is airplanes are loud, especially our airplanes. So the fact that I can just pop in these bad boys and seconds later have that loud jet noise disappear is amazing. In fact, I was wearing these the whole 3-hour flight to Oshkosh while I was finishing this video. And the other coolest part is the battery packs a punch. You get 8 hours of playtime out of them with a 32-hour battery. Thanks to the optimized gel tips, these things are extremely comfy. You can wear them for hours on end and not feel sore afterward. And I must say the audio quality is right on point with all those other brands you've heard of, except these are half the price. Price gets even better when you use my special link down below. That is buyraycon.com/JRAviation for 20% off. That's right, anything on the site. Thank you so much to Raycon for supporting the channel over the years, making videos like this possible. Now without further ado, back to the video.
And Connex to approach 127.2.
Okay, West of Long Beach 27-2, thanks, 0 Tango Papa. SoCal 830 Tango Papa, we're out of 75, restricted 55.
830 Tango Papa, SoCal approach, proceed down to beach pier for pattern entry, be for altitude is your discretion, and uniform's current.
Yeah, we got uniform Huntington Beach Pier, altitude our discretion, 0 Tango Papa, thanks.
Some of the busiest airspace in the whole world, and it's just normal for you because you come down here all the time.
Well, they have it structured pretty well where you can just cruise right through unobstructed. They have these pre-mapped corridors. You just follow the instructions and no issue. You're out of everybody's way.
So I got Long Beach down here. Queen Mary's right below us. Not sure if you can see it. We'll be landing very shortly. Port of Long Beach has got to be one of the biggest trade hubs in the world. Somebody can comment down below who knows like shipping and import, but how does this rank in the world?
121.3.
Crazy. All the thousands of containers. That is nuts. Oh my gosh. Commerce and trade is just incredible. All the ships out there waiting. So cool. Yeah, somebody chime in. All right, so we got Long Beach Airport right over there. You can get a few commercial flights in and out of there. Military over there. And John Wayne's up next.
Tower 830 Tango Papa inbound from the pier, ACI North.
830 Tango Papa, John Wayne Tower. Maintain VFR at above 1,300, cross over the airport directly over the tower. Center left down, runway 20 left.
Okay, at about 1,300 over the tower, left down 20 left, 0 Tango Papa. Put me on the short runway. Alrighty. Tower 830 Tango Papa, we're overhead, 2,300 slowing.
Number 0 Tango Papa, John Wayne Tower, left traffic 20 left.
Left traffic 20 left, 0 Tango Papa.
0 Tango Papa, roger. Number 1 now, runway 20 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 20 left, 0 Tango Papa. This will be a good demonstration of a short field landing, 2,800 feet long. Ground 830 Tango Papa, cleared hotel for ACI North.
Meridian 830 Tango Papa, Dragon taxi to ATI Alpha.
Yeah, Alpha 0 Tango Papa.
Nice flying into such a hectic airport. ATC was non-stop.
+1, monitor tower
Wow.
126.3. No.
Busy, but smooth landing. One more leg to go, but I got to go pick up this new car. So let me jump out. And Owen, safe flight to Arizona. Chris, I'll catch you when you land.
Copy that.
Bringing it to Aviation Creations. So we're going to let Ron have his way with the interior. This video's not done yet, so keep watching, but I'm jumping out.
All right, there goes Owen. And inside we go, out of the heat. Alrighty, so Owen is successfully back in the air and I am on the ground with the new ride. Check it out, from one speed demon to another. We've got the 2023 Porsche 992 Carrera 4S Targa. I know that's a mouthful, but this thing is so sick. If you know Porsches, you know the Targas are really, really neat. You kind of get that like half convertible. This goes back, but you don't have the full ugly soft top. It's not that ugly, but this definitely looks a lot cooler, way more sleek and aggressive. Wrapped in a really cool matte black, and then with the red interior, it just ties together so nicely. Check that out. What a dream spec. Absolutely stunning. We have a 3-liter twin turbo flat 6 making 443 horsepower, I think, something like that. All the modern glass avionics, but for a car. 992, they did a big step up as far as infotainment and tech and buttons. You no longer have all those tactile actual buttons. It's all like digital now. So some people like that, some people don't. I think it's super cool. Looks very modern and aggressive. But I might have told an itsy bitsy lie there. Yeah, this is not my new car. This is my buddy's new car. But what I'm doing with it is super, super cool and exciting to me. It was his birthday the other day and I'm like, what should I get him for his birthday? And I started thinking for a day or two, and then it finally hit me. I'm gonna secretly steal his new car and I'm gonna have it modified with a new exhaust and tune. If you guys didn't know, these cars are very heavily detuned so that they don't compete with like the 911 turbos and the top Porsche cars. But with a simple tune and a little bit of exhaust work, you can have an absolute monster on your hands that would be faster than a stock 911 turbo. So that's the plan. I got the FabSpeed exhaust on the way, high flow cats, like 200 cell cats to replace the very large OEM cats. So we're gonna get a lot more flow, a lot more power, and a lot more sound. There's gonna be naturally a lot more burbles on top of the factory PSC Sport exhaust, so I can't wait for the sound. But the tune, oh my goodness. I'm meeting up with my buddy Adrian here in Southern California. He runs the US division of Project A Tuning, and they've done tunes for us in the past, but they've done a tune on a 992 Carrera S, and they picked up, we can ask him, but I'm pretty sure it's like 200 horsepower and nearly 200 pound-feet of torque. What? This car's already so fast. I'll show you here in just a second. We'll do a couple pulls. The final before pulls prior to us swapping out the exhaust and doing the tune. I already know this car's fast. I've driven it once before. So the fact that we are adding like 50% more power, this thing is going to be a monster. So if you want to see the final finished product, be sure to follow my Instagram page, GR Garage. I'll be posting a lot of clips there. Maybe I'll throw something in at the end of this video if it's going to be done in time. But yeah, that's the plan. So I guess I'll take you along. Okay, the final stock start. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not bad, but not great. Oh my gosh, this car is like way too nice for me. I like my super cheap Porsches, the budget Boxsters for like 5 grand. I could have like 20 cheap Porsche Boxsters or Caymans or 944s or this car. Which would you guys rather take? 20 cheap Porsches or 1 really expensive Porsche? Oh, but these new Porsches are just so good. The handling is obviously phenomenal and the shifts are just lightning fast. Watch this. Downshifts. Oh my gosh, PDK is so good. I want one of these things, but then I'd have to sell some of my cars. I don't know if I necessarily need the Targa though. I don't know if I need this whole thing going back, the glass apparatus, but for that alone, you're spending like 50 to 70K more than just the normal Carrera S, so maybe I should just stick with the base Carrera. Okay, one last before pull. Oh my gosh, this thing is a monster. Hang on, I lied, one more, we got an underpass. Let's send it from first gear, Sport Plus. Here we go. Jeez, and that's stock. And now we're about to add 200 horsepower and a whole lot of fun turbo noises with the high flow cats. My goodness, this thing is gonna turn into a monster. All right, let's go meet up with Adrian at Project A and get these FabSpeed high flow cats installed and let him work his tuning magic. Okay, 2 hours later, I just picked up the car that I actually bought. Check it out, this 2020 Tesla Model Y. And before you scream, basic, why'd you buy an old Tesla? Nobody cares. Well, what if I told you I only paid 9,000 bucks? Yeah, crazy. Matte black wrap. That's funny, back-to-back matte black wraps. Tinted windows, white interior. Let's get a look at that. Look at that, cool spec. White interior, Model Y, these are kind of tough to get for cheap because everybody wants them, and they usually don't go under like 18 to 20 grand. Unbelievable that I got a one owner Tesla Model Y for 9,000 bucks. So anyway, I'm gonna drive this home 6 hours now, and then we'll be reunited with the Malibu. Boom, and just like that, day 2, the Malibu made it back to Arizona. Chris, what do you think?
I have not seen it in many months, but I thought it was cleaner when I saw it last.
Well, yeah.
Did we spend like 6 hours underneath the belly?
Yeah, you might recall in part 2, we spent a long time cleaning this thing up, all for it to get dirty again, but that's okay. Have no fear. Our buddies over at Plain Polish just stopped by and they said, oh yeah, this is gonna be a walk in the park. We'll make this thing look brand new in no time.
They actually like them this dirty, so it'll be a good before and after. Okay, maybe they don't like them this dirty, but this is gonna be a lot of work.
Anywho, that'll be going down in the next few days, but today, oh yeah, you can see where the plane is. We are at Aviation Creations because it's time we transform that interior.
Yes, brand new location. Look at this place, Ron, you outdone yourself.
Where's Ron? There's Ron. Bang.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you
back
again.
in another video.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, we hear you do good interior work. You want to talk about it?
For a few years now, as we already know, 35. This aircraft arrived yesterday. We're pretty excited. I came up with a whole bunch of ideas for you, and then translating your ideas back to me. I think we have a pretty darn good game plan.
Let's go show them what we're working on. Let's walk around this way. Oh my goodness, the new location. He's got stuff everywhere, all these carpets and seats. And speaking of stuff everywhere, we've got stuff everywhere as well. This is all of the old interior that we brought back with us. Like I said, we stuffed the plane pretty good, but you can fit quite a lot, and this is all lightweight, so it was easy to bring back with us, just in case Ron needs to fish off parts and stuff from it. But all that is going far, far away because we have the new used interior as far as seats and side panels, but like we said in part 1 and 2, we need to do something about the carpet and this door situation, which looks awful. So that's where you come in.
Right.
What can we do? What did we talk about for the last 2 hours?
What we're theorizing here is we want to try and coordinate it. So I did find a leather that really is matching very well with the seats. And so what our theory is here is we get rid of this big bulbous piece of welting here, or the door surround. And what we're going to do is do it in the color that is going to coordinate with your seats. And then the next step would be we're going to do the assist straps with the same color as well. Now the suggestion was, which I think will really be a nice contrast, is all black carpeting to go in here. And
that's what we're thinking.
And yeah, and then this in here, this will all be new leather, and this will be in the color coordinated again to the seats. And so this will be all carpeted with binding. This old-fashioned aluminum will be removed, and this will be leather covered as well. So when you walk up or when the door closes, it's going to coordinate with all your trim panels.
That's exactly what we want. Speaking of coordinating, we can't have some random company logo in the headrests. Oh boy, part of the reason these seats were so reasonably priced was because they were customized, and that needs to go bye-bye. We need to make sure the leather matches, hence why we spent an hour going through 1,000 different colors to find the exact one.
And now that we have the color figured out, we need to figure out our stitching desires.
Yeah, if we decided to redo the seats, which I don't think we will, just because they're in really good shape and it's good quality leather, I think we're gonna leave them, but you know, Ron likes to tempt us with stuff like this. My goodness. All right, quickly, let's show them your new machine and what you can do. Just so you guys get an idea, Ron obviously does it all to your liking. So you can do fully custom everything, basically, if somebody wants. Oh
Basically, we create all these unique designs, as you can see here.
Holy, look at this.
Yes.
We got big holes, small holes, just like the C8 Corvette.
Yes, that's exactly what it emulates. This particular, what we can do too is back it, so now we can put some color behind that perf. We also can just do outline in the perf if you wanted to say Piper, 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 something like that.
JR Aviation.
JR Aviation.
JR Aviation,
made out of
JR Aviation, and we can do it. So JR Aviation would be in red, JR Aviation would be in blue. In other words, you could continue on for a very unique look.
Goodness. Look at this. This looks like an Urus or a Huracan.
Yes, that's exactly how I emulated it. So what we do is we digitize like anything else, and then we bring it over to the machine. This is one of our newer designs.
Holy moly.
But when you look at this, is the more simple design, but it
simple,
works
he
very
says. Look at
efficient.
this.
Yeah,
So
this is
cool.
the perfing, so we can vary it in different sizes, and then this would be what we call the quilting.
What are some jobs you have going on recently? Didn't you just do a jet and then you got 2 planes coming in?
We just finished a couple Canadair Challengers, you know, the Bombardier 604s.
Nice.
Did a full interior on the Philadelphia Eagles on their Global 5000.
Whoa.
And then we just finished Gulfstream, a G5, over based at Scottsdale. And
But what's so cool about you is, yes, you do the Gulfstreams, but you'll also do a Cherokee. Look how beautiful this turned out. For starters, this paint job is so neat, but look at the interior. Wow. Double needle, diamond stitch like we have in 6.2 Juliet Romeo, the Bonanza. And then we've got this to match the exterior blue paint and the orange. And then you did the side panels as well. So this is the whole 9 yards. It is so cool and custom, and it goes perfectly with the Wild Fun paint job. So nice work on this one.
well, thank you, sir.
So yeah, whether you have a Cherokee or a Gulfstream, Ron can do it all. His information will be linked down below. As always, give him a call. He'll be happy to walk through interior ideas with you and help you out with your airplane, no matter which plane you got. But back to our plane.
One thing I wanted to point out, fellas, is you were going to try to get the opinion of the guests, is we want to paint these frames. As you see here, they're in that creamy white. We want to do those in black to color coordinate with the new carpet. And then the other thing is that we would like to make mention is our idea is to do that table and the fold out everything in a satin black to coordinate with the carpeting.
That's where we need your guys' help. We really need you to comment down below quickly, because Ron's got to start on this, so he needs answers. But the 2 things we're not 100% sure of is, number 1, with the black carpet, do we just go all black throughout the whole entire plane, or do we do a little bit of burgundy contrasted piping, binding, yeah. So do we do this like it is kind of looking right now, but with black carpet, or do we just go all black all the way through? If we do the binding, then we got to carry the binding through the entire plane, and there's a lot of pieces that are binded, so we just like have to keep that in mind.
Especially the baggage compartment too.
What do you guys think? Solid black or black with just a little bit of burgundy to tie in the exterior color of the airplane? So that's the first thing we need your guys' help with. And then number 2, Christian, we got this thing to figure out. We're getting rid of the 80s wood. This is not gonna stay. It's in great condition. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. There we go. So it folds out perfectly, doesn't bind up, actually very nice, but this is not gonna happen. So we need to repaint it some color, and we're thinking maybe black, maybe gray.
I think that would look good. I think it looks sleek and new.
We need you guys to comment down below to bring this piece into the 21st century. So
one thing you might want to make mention for everybody is, what is their opinion of the curtains? What do you think? Would it be better to keep curtains because of sitting out in the sun and that kind of thing?
True, Arizona.
Or when you go into an FBO, or is it something aesthetically that you had made a comment before, Jeff, in regards to you have a special tint that could be applied to these? So
right, yeah, true. What do you guys think? Do you think the shades are horrific and they need to be removed entirely? Or do we do this and we just kind of stuff them away when they're not being used, but when you do want them, then you pull them out and you have them still? Or we could fully remove them altogether, but then there's no way to block out the sun, unless we have our wing view slap shades on hand, which we can totally do, and then we can ditch the curtains entirely. So that would be the third thing to comment on. As of right now, we're thinking just to tuck them away and hide them when they're not being used, but still keep them. So if we go with black on this table, do we carry some more black throughout the interior, such as this piece, wrapping it in black leather? Or do we carry over the tan beige color onto these pieces as well to make them match the armrest? What do you think? Black or match the armrest? Up to you guys. Obviously, we're getting rid of the silly old pink. That's still a carryover from the existing interior, which was so dated and beat up. So this is gonna be night and day, even though it's not 100% a custom crazy Ron job, which we would love to do, but I think it's safe to say we blew the budget with our $100,000 engine.
We wish we were keeping this thing and could totally JR Aviation customize it, but if you're in the market for a Malibu,
we might have to sell it. It's tying up a lot of money. But don't you think, Ron, this is a pretty cost-effective yet still super cool way to freshen up the interior?
Yeah, I mean, you had procured these seats. Double needle stitching is very nicely done on them. My goal is we're going to take and we're going to clean them anyway just because of handling them in and out of this airframe.
Yeah, they really just need a good cleaning.
Yeah,
There's little black spots, but that'll come right off.
Nice and tight. I don't see issues with that at all. The headrest will be a simple change, just getting rid of a logo and then having, and that might be something that your audience may make a comment on.
Oh,
would you like to embroider the Piper logo, a Malibu logo, or Piper Malibu?
Ooh.
And that might be something fun. And the question would be, what would you like the color to be?
Color. Oh, I forgot about that, Ron. Thank you for mentioning that. We're seriously considering stitching in Malibu. I think that would be cool. And if you want that, what color should it be in? Black to match the carpet, that burgundy to match the exterior again? What do you all think? Or do we leave it just like this, completely blank? Please comment down below. That's the, what is that, the fourth thing we want you guys to comment on. So please, 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 we need feedback.
I think in summary, what you were saying, Jeff, to answer your question, doing the subtle things that we're doing with the carpeting and the little accents on this and painting these frames in the black, we're introducing enough improvement on this thing to color coordinate with the seating. So I think you're doing a fine job, and you're saving money in the long run right now rather than spending a whole new interior which it doesn't need.
Right, yeah.
Cost effective, big results. I'm really glad that you can see the potential in working with this interior.
And that's why you're the best, Ron, is because you're not just having people spend endless money that they don't need to spend. You kind of look at each plane individually and say, look, you need this, you don't need that, or you do need everything if it's a 1960s beat up interior.
But it isn't beat up. Obviously this is a big deal. We're going to make this look like $1 million. We want to do what we do with all your aircraft, is give you the wow factor, and I think we'll be able to achieve that between what we accomplished through the hours today, especially getting this coordinated with this leather.
Yeah, this was what, 3 hours in the making, this consultation?
Yes, sir.
So we cut down 3 hours into 15 minutes for you all.
I got vetoed down on the JR Aviation Red.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Where's that other crazy one you brought over here?
Yeah, the sheepskin scarf. This would have been really cool. This is more used on cockpit chairs and larger jets, but I don't know, this would have been cool. Maybe burgundy.
Oh, burgundy sheepskin. Oh man, guys, what do you think?
You got the carpet, and then it's a Rolls Royce.
Wow, yeah, have this as the carpet.
No, I don't want you to do that, Jeff.
Come on, the Rolls Royce have that. Like,
maybe.
Decisions.
Do multicolored. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is getting out of control.
Yeah. Ron, what's going on with this seat here? This doesn't look like your quality.
This we got in, and I came up with one of my brainstorms as usual. And what I thought is, sometimes when you tell somebody what it costs to do a seat, they go, oh my goodness, I can't afford to do that right now. So you lose that business. So if you have seats that look like this, what I've done now is I call this the quick cover. So it literally slides over on top of your existing upholstery. You don't even take it off. This one's in vinyl. We offer them in leather, but you get a sewing pocket seam to seam. When you go to dress it, look, there's the old upholstery, gentlemen.
Wow. So it just goes right on over, and it
goes
Velcros
right on over, and then I take it and pull this down, and I Velcro it down. There's your old bladder. So what I did is I created this with straps, and you put it on.
There we go.
The whole job is probably, I'm going to guess, 3 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And applicable for Cessna, like 172s, 182s, 210s, or it could be Piper 140, 180, whatever you might like. But what it does is I just ship this to you, and then you literally put them on within minutes, and you have a whole new look.
And at a first glance or from 10 feet away, you would think that's a fully stitched up seat.
And yes, and understand, gentlemen, I have not put the Velcro. What we do is we give you Velcro, which is adhesive based, and you put it in there, and then we have our Velcro, and you press to fit, and now you'll have the look of the bolsters, which we do build in as well.
Wow, so it's not even complete, and it still looks amazing. Wow.
But I'm trying to make this so that people who really want these upgraded interiors, they really can't afford it right now. So guess what? Now you're going to get another 5 to 6 years use
Absolutely.
out of that.
So Aviation Creations is making aviation interiors more accessible for everyone.
For everyone.
No matter the budget. Wow. Here's Ron's other middle of the night idea creation. Bam. Nice looking, fancy adult booster seats.
What I did, Jeff, on this is I get so many people that come to me and say, Ron, what can you do for my wife? My wife is a shorter person and she can't see over the windshield very well. And again, older interior. When we do a new interior, obviously we try to do all new foam on your seating. But what do?
And then
now
bam.
I have this, which I create bolsters. I do lumbar thigh supports in this, and these are under $100. Again, if you didn't want this, I have a simple release. So now you have that.
Just do one if you need a little more height.
I just love them because you have opportunities for different colors.
Oh my gosh, the Star Trek seats, as Ron calls them. Holy.
They're an experimental aircraft. The client, we've done 3 other airplanes. He said, do whatever you want. So I perfed it. I gave them belt lines, and then I used silver leather because he asked for Star Trek-y. You know, is what this is.
Telling Ron I want Star Trek theme and do whatever you want is going to make for the most wild combo. Amazing. Love it.
Either you like it or you don't. Christian, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you and your brother allowing me to work with you. It means a lot, and I love sharing some of my crazy ideas. And if you recall that you've entrusted me with Bonanza, the first Bonanza. Then you entrusted me with the second Bonanza. Then a 182.
182, yeah.
And now we're looking at the 4th airframe. We're going to make it as equally unique as those other jobs we do.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Sounds like a plan.
We don't give you any easy projects. We have used your expertise to the max, and we can't thank you enough.
But we're going to keep doing some other creative things.
Oh gosh.
The Citation is next, gentlemen.
Oh.
I got to go crazy with
Fifth airplane coming soon. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next video revealing the new interior and the cleaned up paint, and then we'll take this plane somewhere cool. So stay tuned, next video, like and subscribe for more.